Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We are back. We are back with the Dunlending tribes. As you can see, it's turn 21. This is part 2 of the What If Dunland sided with Rohan. So, what we're looking at here first and foremost, Rohan's Saviours, 17 out of 20. They've got a couple of tier 2 units in there. We got 1650 in the treasury. We got 1000 coming in per turn. Checking out buildings, we haven't actually got any growth to put anything in Dunland, as you can see. 4 population surplus, 3 and 3. We do have the bakery finishing off in Djorfeld, which is nice to see. In Hjortslade, not enough growth, but we are a little bit further along on the path. Get an extra building in Hjortslade pretty soon. So General Fredulf and his merry men are sitting on the border waiting for me to secure some military access with Rohan. Now, right now, I don't think they're going to accept it. Yeah, we've got a low chance of success, so rather than waste our time there and trying to bribe them, we'll just give them a small gift. Keep them relations pumping up a little bit more. We got +5 for that, I'm pretty sure. It's pretty paramount that we take control of Isengard due to its unique kind of building chain. You can cram a lot of stuff in there. Just what we need. So looking at the focus quickly, as you can see, working towards escorting services, campaign movement range +15% for all embarked armies. The wine trader and the voyaging station could be useful. Colonisation cost -10%, that's another good one. Yeah, so this could be a good little route to go down in the Civic after we've finished escorting services there. Playing it passive for the end of turn 21, I'll catch up with you in turn 25. Unless anything exciting, of course, happens in the meantime. In breaking news, turn 22, only turn 22, we've got a moderate likelihood of success on the military access with Rohan. I'll try and give him an offer so egregious, he has no choice but to accept it. Eesh, probably could have gone lower. This changes the dynamic of things just a little bit. It does mean that Rohan's Saviours can march right up and start having a little nosy at what Isengard has got. Strong garrison, but no army. We won't be able to take it with this raggedy band of tribesmen. So that sets our first objective, sculpting a reinforcing army to siege Isengard. Welcome back. It's turn 25. Fangs of the Thicket under General Gofstan are making the way down to assist Rohan's Saviours and General Fredulf in the siege of Isengard. 2284 in the treasurer. As you can see, we're only bringing in 421, so right now I'm holding on to every penny that I can. But the one thing we are going to do in turn 25, bring in some more bodies. The Dunlending hunters coming along. Do we have many of them in Rohan's Saviours? We do not. We've gone for slingers instead. Isengard's in for the shock of its life. They do not know what they're getting into. There's a storm coming.
There's a storm coming, Harry. We'd all best be ready when she does.
And in turn 25 there, I'll check in with you very, very soon. In a sad, shocking turn of events, I have received the broadcast. Caras Galadhon has fallen. That miserable she-elf Galadriel thought a ring would protect her precious Malorn trees from swords and torches. Ha! For her insolence, her capital, Caras Galadhon, has been laid low. Welcome back. It's turn 30. As you can see, Fredulf, once again, standing around doing niche.
Doing niche.
He's got a skill point. What we're going to put it on? Well, he's not quite maxed out as advisor with the Golden Horns yet. So without a doubt, we're putting it straight on there. We're still working towards getting that military and defensive alliance with Rohan. Goblins, somehow improving. Don't like that I'm growing a relationship with Rohan. Rohan is now actually at war with Isengard. The treasury, sitting at 1748 income. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but we do have our 2 armies, Gofstan's Grunts and Rohan's Saviours, making their way to Isengard. Soon we're going to lead this siege. Gofstan's Grunts, by the name, they're just a bit of extra padding. They do have 1 unit of Bloodswarm. They're probably the elite unit as well as the Warlord's Cavalry. Over the next couple of turns, we're going to begin our siege of Isengard for the good of Middle-earth. Okay, I lied. The siege has begun pretty much imminently. We are going to be deploying a grand total of about 2,000 troops, so they're 1,101. As you can see, the calibre of their boys is a lot better than mine. They're bringing some tier 4s and some tier 3s to the battle. I'm bringing some tier 1s and some tier 2s. But the tactical acumen of the Dunlending tribes is not to be underestimated. We're bringing in some light siege towers, as well as some ladders. We're going to dominate Isengard. We're going to put an end to this tyrannical regime and raise the Dunlending banner in the fortress. Due to our recent very ballsy move attacking Isengard, Rohan, we're in the good books. Likelihood of success high on a defensive alliance. I'm going to go ahead and get that. They are also at war with Mordor now, as well as Dol. So they're really taking on the big players, but it does look like they've expanded quite a little bit out to the east, which is lovely to see. Rohan is growing. This is what happens when the Dunlending tribes aren't a problem. Rohan is able to expand and thrive. Strength ranking number 2. Not sure how Gondor is faring down here. Looks like it's taking a little bit of a battering. As you can see, Minas Tirith has fallen to Mordor. We've got a job to do, and I mean to do it with righteous fury. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment we've all been waiting for. Crunch time. The battle awaits.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm! What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
I really hope this goes well. If this doesn't go well, I could be in a heap of trouble. It's looking like a fog, severely reduced visibility. I think that's going to benefit us and our towers. And here we go.
Our reinforcements have arrived!
No clue where these boys want to go. They've got to go somewhere. Okie dokie, we're on the walls.
Fear us.
And then, George realised he had a whole army on the borders of the map, waiting to come and get involved. So far so good. Looks like the boys are, other than the pikemen, doing a relatively good job. Let's get some reinforcements over there, let's keep them boys alive. The general chopping up men left, right and centre. Although I wish he'd stayed with the others, rather than marching straight to the front there. Well, he's in, so that's where he's got to stay. Come on boys, you know the fastest way. Stand there and do your worst. We need these guys
One of our units can no longer fire!
to go and help the general right now. The reinforcements are hitting the wall. We've got stacks and stacks of cavalry waiting, just waiting to be used. Straight in there boys. You guys, I need you to go down. Let's get the gate open for the boys. Ooh. We did not foresee the dogs on the other side of the wall. It was a catastrophic blunder. Yeah, we are still unable to get through
Our
the
men
main
have
door.
given up and are running for their lives!
Valid crash out. Oh god, the general's about to rout. This is not good.
Black tidings! Our general is dead!
This is not good at all.
Ready!
So it may cost Fredolf's life, but by God, we shall capture this fortress. Come on, keep charging boys. Let's take it on 4 times speed. Let's get down there and secure that gatehouse.
The gates are ours!
Isengard has fallen. So has Fredolf, the legendary general that brought us all the success. We will capture the Dark Tower. Victory for Dunland. Isengard and the Black Tower has fallen to the Dunlending tribes. It has only cost us one of our generals, but a worthy sacrifice. Rohan's saviours. Fredolf has fallen. Who do we bring in? Urge. We'll take Urge. There he is, the man himself. Our income has skyrocketed to 1,202, so that's gone up like 1,000 from Isengard just on its own. First thing we're going to do is just drop that tax level back down. Try and soothe the people. They're not very happy right now. Isengard is in absolute bits, and it's going to cost me a hell of a lot to repair all of this. In Dunland, not much is happening. Same in Hjortslade, but we have got the available growth to put a building in there, which we will do at some point soon. Gofstan's grunts, healthy and thriving. Rohan saviours, a little bit battered. They will recover. Didn't lose any units other than the general. That's quite a sad fact in itself. All the other groups had some survivors, so we're happy with that. Quick turn 33 recap. As you can see, we've captured Isengard. Lots of repair work to be done there, but we did get some building demolishing done and some repairs. What I will do on turn 35 is do a little recap of the buildings that I elected to go for here in Isengard, making this our new stronghold. What we can do with Gofstan's grunts is we can plonk him in Dimmersberg, recruit some more units with the fresh income that we're going to secure from seizing Isengard from the enemy, and we can launch a little campaign into the Goblin lands and really start hitting this strong coalition that's forming here between Goblins, Isengard and Dol. We really need these boys at the top to start pulling the finger out, to be quite honest. Rohan's doing a good job. Mordor is swelling in size quite considerably, which is a little bit of a pain in itself. Well, shiver me timbers, it's really not going well for the free peoples here. Elven King's halls has been conquered and defiled by orcs. Curious that an elf king would have his throne underground in a cave carved from rock by dwarven hands. But it matters not, for the Elven King's halls are captured. Caves of Darkness has a nice ring to it. Our allies are falling apart. It looks like Minas Tirith has been conquered by Rohan, but they are bringing an army in. The Necromancers with Othrod. He's a bit familiar. The goal really, for me, is to fully wipe out Isengard and then keep Gulfstan's grunts on the move and get him to hit the goblins from the south. If I don't do it quickly, we're going to be running out of allies. So, what are we looking at for focus? It's just refreshed this turn. I'm pretty sure we went for the standardised officer ranks. So we've just completed that, and we're moving on to Rovanian horsemanship. It's going to just save us a little bit of money, and they are units that we want there on the field. So let's keep Gulfstan on his way north. Rohan Saviours continue to recover. Right now, no recruitment options available. What we will probably go for is another centre to bring in even more wealth. Industry is building. We're going to convert this to a recruitment camp. Ending turn 35 there. We know what we're doing from research. No troop replenishment options available. Also want to boost this income for as long as I can. If it wasn't for Rohan swelling here and actually becoming quite powerful, we'd be in a world of trouble. I'll see you in 1040. Pelagir. Each Gondorian vessel launched from the port city of Pelagir is another problem Mordor and its allies would have to deal with. Why not take out the source of these problems? Gondor's largest port is no more. Mordor is absolutely ravaging through Gondor in the south. If we leave it any longer, there might not be much of Gondor left to save. I think that pretty much dictates where our next army, our main army, Rohan's Saviours, is going to have to go. And keeping in line with tradition, Gondor's Saviours is born. Welcome. It's turn 40. Isengard is beginning to look like the true beating heart of the Dunlending capital. We've got the bakery nearing production, the vintage store is complete, we've got a monument, an iron deposit, a workshop, which I believe I'm going to turn into a precious metal worker, but still not converted. We're just going to wait until we've got less pressing matters to attend to, and then we'll get that Isengard building converted. It's a big chunk of cash. It's one that I don't really want to spend right now. Food is looking pretty good at Hortslade. What are we going to do there? Bring in some cash, of course. We are probably going to go for the trader. Increase that wealth across the board. Dunland. Nothing we can do in Dunland. Armies sitting there, patiently waiting to get some reinforcements before they can march north. Focus. What are we looking at? We've just completed the Rovanian horsemanship, which dropped our upkeep cost and gave us a little bit more income per turn. I think we're going to go for the hereditary tradesmanship and get the +5 wealth from commercial buildings as well as construction of the Weaver. Who is this? Boromir the Absolutely Fearless. He is deep within Mordor's territory. The company of Osgiliath has 7 men. We're going to end 1040 there. I'll see you in turn 50. We're watching the fall of Gondor in real time. I was going to bring an army south to support them. May still have to do that and get a little push going back against Mordor, but other than that, I think Gondor could be brown bread. I'll see you on turn 50. It's pretty brutal. This is the run up to turn 50. I think I've just seen Theodred get slain around Minas Tirith. Throw in a military alliance with me. Let's do it. Let's do it. To the death, gentlemen, to the death. But we have dispatched this army to assist with some of the conflict happening in the south. Could lead to their slaughter. It may well lead to their slaughter. But in the meantime, we are going to try and liberate some of this territory for Gondor. Gulfstan's Grunts has arrived in Dunlending, the newly named capital. We've done a lot of upgrades here. We're 1 turn away from the conquered Isengard building completion, which is going to give us a lot of nice buffs. We've got a builder in here. We're going to the level 3 fruit cultivator. We've got a vintage store. We've got burial ground level 2. Once again, increase that Wildman tribe's influence. Curry level 2. Iron deposit. and a precious metal worker. So we're bringing in a lot of cash from Isengard. It's bringing in 2,204 of our 2,700. Gostan's Grunts is currently sitting in there because we brought this army south. So Rohan's now going to begin to struggle in the middle as well. So it may be that we're reinforcing on two fronts. So just topping off turn 50, Hortslade we're going to make into a small city. Dunberg has a little bit of construction available, but we're not going to go ahead and increase this just yet because of the maintenance cost and the food consumption. Right now, we're going to put some preemptive measures in place, get the grain mill done in Dimmersberg, and then potentially looking down the line to upgrade Diorfeld and Dimmersberg to their respective level 2 small towns. Treasury 1,130, income 2,792, one army trying to save Gondor, or at least reinforce, one army positioned to assist Rohan. Diplomacy is as you would imagine it to be. We're very friendly with Rohan and Gondor, having secured military access and military alliances with both. Southern Enedwaith, you guessed it, completely neutral, not interested. Goblins, they're liking me less and less, but they're not quite gnashing at me yet. Brakra here hate me more, despite me not being quite near them at all. Mordor, I'm at war. Goggledor, soon to probably be at war. We're getting there. Isengard, Corsairs. Corsairs and Horondor, I was kind of dragged into that by Gondor, but they offered me a pretty penny, and I thought, why not? Trying to help them out. So, that's pretty much it, ladies and gents. Turn 21 to turn 50. This video is probably going to end up being quite long. So, if you're still here, thank you very much. Let me know what you want to see next. If you want to see part 3, I want to see what happens. Will Gondor survive? Will Rohan survive? Who knows? Let me know if you want to see part 3. In the meantime, we've got some more best unit guides coming right up, as well as some latest news, which is pretty much just around the corner. Thank you very much for watching. Check out the other content on the channel. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. I'll speak to you all very, very soon.